Welcome to Men of Abundance, the podcast for those looking to level up their lives by hanging out with some of the greatest leaders and established professionals in our community, living a life of integrity, honor, and the abundance mentality. Prepare to pay it forward with your host, former Army medic turned lifestyle entrepreneur, Wally Carmichael.
What is going on, Men of Abundance? I am Wally Carmichael. Super excited to be here on this Friday. Hey, and if this is the first time you're checking out Men of Abundance, I want to personally welcome you. Thank you for being here. You are going to get so much out of this episode, specifically if you're a business owner. Now, the way this show works is generally throughout the week, Tuesday and Thursday for the most part. This last week I did Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, shared with you some amazing conversations with very abundant leaders in our community. So make sure you go back and listen to those. They drop some value bombs that you absolutely must listen to and implement in your life. And then the Friday episode, like today, is Abundance and Prosperity Business Mastery, where I am sharing with you business and marketing strategies that will uncover hidden revenue and profits within your business when they're properly implemented. And today I'm sharing with you 2 strategies that you can easily evaluate your marketing, because the biggest problem with most businesses is their marketing. You can have the best business in the world, just like the best books ever written. Many of them have only been read by maybe a couple hundred people, maybe a couple thousand people, but certainly not millions. And why is that? Because while the book is very well written and the content and the material, maybe the stories are just amazing and the content is life-altering, a countless number of books never got into the hands of the people that needed them because the author had no marketing skills and was not intelligent enough to hire a team or a coach or a mentor or an agency or somebody that knew specifically how to market that particular material. So it never made it to the marketplace. It maybe got put on a couple shelves in a couple bookstores, maybe in a library, but that's the extent of it. And that is super sad to me. It's the same with your business. Your business is probably absolutely amazing and most likely better than your competitor down the street. And if it's not, I can show you how to get to that point. But that's for another conversation. Let's just assume today that the reality of your business, the internal reality, is that your business is way better than your competitors in every way. However, for some reason that you just can't seem to figure out, your competitor is getting much more business and seems to be doing much better than you as far as revenue and profits. People are talking about your competitors in a positive way and it pisses you off. And I don't blame you. That is super frustrating, especially when you can't figure out what the problem is. Consider this. There are actually 2 sides of your business. First, there's what we call the inside reality, and second, what we call the outside perception. The inside reality encompasses everything you do and everything that makes your business great. It's all of your skills, the people who work for you, your expertise, the way you serve your customers before, during, and after the sale. It's your systems, your operational procedures, your commitment to excellence. It's your passion and the way you conduct your business on a daily basis. Add these all together and equal your value to the marketplace. That's what I call the inside reality. So how's your inside reality? If you asked your customers why they buy from you, they could probably tell you something quantifiable, specific, and instantly obvious. They could point to specific benefits they enjoy when doing business with you. Then they would say things like, "That's why I do business here. That's why I refer my friends to come here, and that's why I'm a loyal customer. That's why I'm willing to pay more here and why I keep coming back." That's your inside reality. So your inside reality is all about what you do and what you are that allows you to perform better. However, your outside perception has to do with how your customers and prospects perceive your company. The outside perception is developed through the interactions that your prospects and customers have with your business. Your customers will draw on their past buying experiences with you to form the outside perception of your business. But here's the problem. If you provide unmatched, unequaled customer service, and your customers absolutely love you, none of that matters to your prospects if, number 1, they don't even know you exist as an option, or number 2, they see your marketing and advertising, and because of your inability to market your business properly, Their perception is that you're no different or no better or no worse than your competitors. I would estimate that well over 95% of all businesses are completely inept when it comes to marketing. And the end result is that your inside reality and your outside perception are perceived to be different. You see, regardless of how good you are, regardless of your inside reality, your prospect isn't going to be able to figure out your true inside reality based on your marketing. You simply appear to be just another business that sells whatever it is that you sell. And don't say, well, that's okay because I have a salesperson. And when they get in front of the prospect, they'll be able to educate them and close the sale. Listen, that's a great theory, but I flat out guarantee that even your best salesperson is never going to close a prospect who doesn't know you exist, and therefore never bothers to contact you in the first place. That's why marketing must do the heavy lifting for you. Let your marketing deliver qualified prospects to your front door and sales funnel. But here's even worse news. Competition today is more fierce than it's ever been. How many competitors do you have right now in your business? Because that's how many choices your prospects have. And that's how many additional businesses they have to sift through and filter through as they attempt to reach the buying decision. So we've determined that the inside reality of your business is everything's absolutely wonderful. I mean, you got great service, your product's amazing. The customers that you do have are repeat customers and they come back on a regular basis. And they even refer some people, but that just doesn't seem to be enough. And while referrals are great, the problem with referrals is they're not trackable in most cases, unless you have some sort of really robust CRM system. So the true lifeblood of your business is your marketing. And when your marketing is dialed in and done right, then the outside perception will reflect the inside reality of your business. So the way this is going to go is it's going to be interactive. I want you to get involved. I want you to actually look at your business as I'm going through some of this content. So if you can't do so right this minute, make sure you come back later today and follow along as we evaluate your marketing. Cool? All right. So here's the question. What is your outside perception? I want you to pull up your marketing, whether it's online or it's a newspaper ad, whatever it is. Just grab your marketing because I'm going to share with you two very simple ways to evaluate your marketing. All right, now look at your ads or look at your website, and is it instantly obvious, specifically and quantifiably, what makes you better and unique and different? Do you show your prospects how to judge your industry? Not your business specifically, but your industry. What factors they need to consider when deciding to buy from anyone in your industry? And does your marketing somehow show that you provide greater value than any of your competitors? You'll soon realize as these concepts start to sink in that the crux of most marketing problems, including yours, can be wrapped up in this one simple statement. Most businesses' outside perception is not an accurate reflection of their inside reality. So I'm going to show you why this is happening and what you can do to fix this for your business forever. Since businesses only have about 30 seconds to try to convey what makes them special, they lump everything into jargon and platitudes, such as largest selection, most professional, lowest prices, highest quality, best service, fastest, most convenient, largest in the state, more honest, we're the experts, we specialize, works harder, gets the job done right the first time. One of my favorites, family owned and operated, or been in business for over 4,000 years. Now listen, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be those kinds of things. In fact, those actually make up the foundation that you want to build your inside reality on. But consider this. If my marketing says that I offer high quality and great service, isn't that drearily commonplace and predictable? Doesn't it lack power to evoke interest through overuse or repetition? Isn't it nevertheless stated as though it were original and significant? Does my inside reality, what really makes me good at what I do, does that really shine through? Can you tell specifically what makes me valuable to the marketplace when I say highest quality or best service? You see, you simply can't describe, demonstrate, exhibit, reveal, or display your inside reality using platitudes. It's impossible. And unfortunately, the end result is an outside perception that you're no different than anyone else. There's absolutely no distinction, no separation, and no differentiation. None. You just flat out can't make your inside reality and outside perception match up when you use platitudes like this. So let me give you a couple of ways that you can easily and quickly evaluate your marketing to see if you're getting caught up in the platitude trap. Platitude evaluation number 1 is what I call, well, I would hope so. When you make a claim, don't think about it in terms of the words coming out of your mouth. Think about it in terms of the words entering your prospect's ears. This will enable you to realize just how absurd most platitudes sound. Look at the messaging in your marketing and then ask if the prospect's immediate response might be, well, I would hope so. Let me give you an example. I'm one of these crazy guys, kind of like Russell Brunson, that likes to sit and watch late night TV ads or watch the billboards, listen to radio stations for the ads and all this kind of stuff. I even pick up the newspaper just to look at ads in the newspaper. Hey, this is how I find a lot of clients that I know I can help. Anyway, I recently saw a TV ad for a remodeling company. Throughout the ad, they continuously emphasized the fact that their work was the highest quality, it was fairly priced, and they guaranteed 100% satisfaction. Well, I would hope so. Would you hire any remodeler who didn't provide all of these as a standard part of their service? Of course not. This is all platitudes and jargon, drearily commonplace, lacks power to evoke interest through overuse and repetition. How about this one from a consulting company? Our training leads to change. We increase the productivity, performance, and profit for your company. Well, I would hope so. Does anyone hire a consultant for any other reason than to do those things? Most marketing today is nothing more than a platitude fest. Do these platitudes tell you anything about these companies' inside reality? But what else would you expect them to say? Everyone's always going to say wonderful things about their company if they can get away with it. The problem is that if your company has an exceptional inside reality and you're using the same platitudes as everyone else, then the outside perception is that you're all the same. And that's when prospects default to the companies offering the lowest price. Price now becomes the only determining factor. When you use this simple evaluation, just ask yourself openly and honestly why anyone would choose you over your competition. Then evaluate your answer against the, well, I would hope so evaluation. And finally, check out all of your advertising and marketing materials, including your website. Do they pass the, well, I would hope so evaluation, or are they all chock full of platitudes and jargon? If they fail, then you need to make some changes. Now let me provide you with the second evaluation technique. It's called Who Else Can Say That? This is similar to the first evaluation technique, and it's also a product of the era of the brand builders. I'll talk more about that later. Pay very close attention to this one. Stop thinking in terms of who else can do what you do. Instead, think in terms of who else can say what you say. Because the answer, unfortunately, is usually anybody and everybody can say what you say. I know of a kitchen remodeler that ran by far the most impressive remodeling company in his community. Every member of his crew had at least 15 years of remodeling experience. They were all certified subcontractors. They had won multiple industry awards. They were the only kitchen remodeling company that provided not only a full satisfaction guarantee, but also a 10-year material and labor warranty on everything they did. They left the job site every night cleaner than it was when they first arrived. They also guaranteed they could remodel the kitchen in no more than 5 days, half the time of their competitors. This, of course, meant far less disruption and inconvenience to the homeowner. In short, their inside reality was literally second to none. But they had a huge marketing problem. Their marketing looked virtually identical to all of their less worthy competitors. Their marketing said things like certified subcontractors, guaranteed satisfaction, and then a long laundry list of all of the work that they had performed, such as new cabinets installed, complete kitchen remodeling, and so on. Oh, and get this, they accept Visa and MasterCard. Well, I would hope so. But then ask this question, who else can say that? When the owner of this remodeling company was asked that very question, he got really defensive. He said, there's no other remodeler that can begin to match the work that we do. Our subcontractors are far and away the best there is. No one, and I mean no one, can say what we say. Understandably, this contractor was extremely passionate and protective when it came to the superior company he had worked so long to build and develop over the years. So finally, to try to get the point across to him, we asked him to pull up the websites of his 5 biggest competitors to see what all of them were saying on their homepage. Let's just say that his jaw hung open for about 2 minutes straight before he finally pointed at the screen and said, "Oh my gosh, look at this other company's website. I know this guy. He's terrible. But his site says exactly the same thing as mine. In fact, I think he actually copied my site word for word. He looked at the other remodelers and saw all of their websites were virtually identical to his. So remember, it's not who can do what you do. It's who can say what you say. And if your marketing is full of platitudes, then sadly the answer is all of your competitors can. Is it evident yet that this might be a problem for you right now and a tremendous competitive advantage if you can figure out how to fix this for your business and your marketing? Well, since I want to keep these Abundance and Prosperity Business Mastery episodes short and concise, in the next Abundance and Prosperity Business Mastery episode, I'm going to show you how to fix this. I'm going to explain to you how you can follow a very simple process we call the conversion equation. And when you follow this conversion equation, you will eliminate platitudes forever. I'm going to show you how you can become a communication powerhouse, make your outside perception become an excellent reflection of your inside reality, and finally begin to get the results from your marketing that you should be getting. So if you're listening to this episode on June 14th, 2019, make sure you hit the subscribe button to ensure you get notified when that episode is posted. If you're listening to this after June 14th, 2019, then go look for the next episode. And if you're a visual learner and you want to check out some of the videos on the similar content where I have graphs and numbers and all this kind of stuff, then I invite you to join the closed Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/AP Or if you're more into YouTube than Facebook, then you can check out the YouTube channel as well, and I'll have that linked up in the show notes at menofabundance.com/262. The cool thing about the closed Facebook group is you can communicate with me, I can share ideas, we can share ideas back and forth with each other. That way it's much more interactive, the way I like it to be, and you can get much more out of these strategies and specifically how to implement them in your industry. I look forward to getting to know you and your business in the Facebook group. Now, go out and live your life of abundance. And guys,